Governor Mills signed a bill into law today to ensure defense attorneys who represent those who can't afford a lawyer are paid on time. The Maine Commission on Public Defense Services applauded Mills and the bipartisan support from lawmakers on resolving the potential budget shortfall. The emergency bill passed after officials said they ran out of funding to pay public defenders. Leaders at Maine PDS say the shortfall could have resulted in counsel not being paid while meeting the constitutional obligation of representing hundreds of individuals across the state. The bill goes into effect immediately.